Hey everybody, welcome back.
Oh,
Hey, what are you doing? What are you stroking MODOK for?
So I shouldn't be stroking my MODOK in public, so...
No, it's not. It's a bit frowned upon.
It's not even my MODOK, sorry about that.
Nitin don't mind.
Yeah, see, it was... Nitin just said smiling when you were saying something, so... I'm sorry.
Quit stroking that head.
Just gonna take it too far, Dave. Just gonna take it too far.
Wear the wrong shirt.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome back to the Council of Reeds. We've got another very boring episode for you this week.
Way to talk it up,
I
right?
know.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's the alcohol.
It's 2 hours of 2 people, like 5 people talking.
We're pretty entertaining, eh?
Damn
Listen
straight.
Are we?
Yeah.
Dozens
if you say
and dozens of people that watch.
Listen. Once.
Last week had a spike.
Yes,
Ooh.
it's because I'm bitching about Halo.
For 43 minutes.
43 minutes. Let's beat the record this time.
And you missed
It's only one episode this time, though.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's true.
Introduce us.
Oh yeah.
I'm Dylan with Jason,
G'day. I went off
Way
early.
too early. I hate when that happens.
Nin,
Hello.
Fummy,
Hey.
and Dave.
Hello.
Hello, Dave. How are you today?
I'm good.
That is good to hear.
It's a Dave drinking episode again. We see.
Well, Monday's a public holiday, so
Yeah, good excuse.
when does this expire?
That's all good.
Just-
You
I
should-
checked
you probably
for
should have
'cause
checked that
I know what you're
November.
like.
It's alright.
Okay.
His drinking is bad, David.
Alrighty. Our featured comics this week. Image.
Image.
That's what it's called, just Image.
Just the entire line. We're
I'm
reading
doing your
every
job.
single
You do this.
Image. 35
Who's wrong long arms?
anthology special or each one on the special
Image.
series.
12-parter.
What's a copy of Flashpoint?
Oh yeah. It got disappeared. And Flashpoint Beyond 0. We're on fire today.
Seamless.
So good. Okay, and then we're going to talk about episode 4 of Halo. And
I'll listen.
is episode 4 of Moon Knight or
Three.
3? 3. Episode 3 Moon Knight and
Finally, a decent one.
Nitin's film flashback.
You.
Akira.
Also a decent one.
Thank you.
That's in a minute.
Yeah. It's a nice shirt.
Cheers.
Third impact right there.
Okay.
Evangelion joke. Come on. Wait. Okay, sorry. Don't worry.
You're going to push her, Dylan.
Yeah.
Comic books.
Ignore it.
Don't mind Dave. It is time for comic books.
Yay, comic books.
Alright. Flashpoint Beyond. Issue 0. So they're going back to the Flashpoint well. Obviously to tie in with what should have been a movie sometime this year that may never be seen the light of day. So this one was basically a Thomas Wayne Batman issue.
Yeah.
Rizzo back on art. Jeff Johns writing the whole Flashpoint thing.
But you've got some stuff to do with Doomsday Clock in
Yes.
there, and some stuff to do with... Was it like Rebirth Batman?
So-
when Thomas came back, I think?
Yes.
What's
The button, yeah.
Can we do the summary of like the Doomsday Clock thing?
I didn't read it, so I didn't know.
I
Yeah,
think-
summarize away then.
Oh, I was going to ask because
I read
made up
through
some good
this-
stuff, Dave.
Well,
Did you fix it?
basically,
Did Barry fix it?
DC wanted to milk Watchmen a little bit more, so they made a series.
That included them in every single title.
And apparently the new 52 is Dr. Manhattan's creation, right?
I don't.
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the angle.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if that's really going anywhere. Or maybe. But this was good.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Well, Thomas Wayne Batman in the original Flashpoint was the best thing about Flashpoint,
Oh,
to be honest.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. This is...
Essentially, he's stuck
Actually,
thinking that...
Mrs. Wayne's probably the coolest
Oh, yeah, that's true.
thing
But,
in that flashback.
So, like, this
He's-
is post the Flashpoint thing,
Yeah.
where it should be all fixed.
He basically wakes up in the middle of a board meeting, and he's like, hold on,
What's
this
going
isn't
on?
right. Yeah.
But yeah, but wouldn't... That timeline wouldn't have eroded or just went on
No,
and
no,
on,
that was
right?
the point. Barry fixes it, and that's when we got the new 52.
Yeah.
That was the original new 52. Big Bang.
So Thomas has come to and it's like, wait, he's fixed nothing at all. I'm going to do this
Pretty
myself.
much.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then hilarity ensues.
Looks like
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially with a certain person on a certain roof.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty full on. Well, just the whole idea. I'm just gonna...
Strap him to
Yeah.
an electric chair, essentially.
Yeah.
Here's some chemicals.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got the underlying subplot of the Amazonians and the Atlanteans, which is cool. That it's still all the Flashpoint stuff. that you know and love, the Superman stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, like it wasn't just Thomas Wayne Batman. It was the whole Flashpoint world.
I didn't know Jeff Johns was doing this.
Yeah.
Can you put him up?
I can.
On my card? Kill him. On my card.
I love the
You've got the
Superman.
power.
Tap, tap, tap,
Yeah,
tap.
the Superman was
I
great.
love the Superman from
Yeah.
Flashpoint.
Oh, Flashpoint was one of their best things.
Because that's legitimately what they would have done.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
for sure.
Like, keep him hostage, run tests on him, you know.
If you, I'm not sure how it would go if you haven't read the original, both Flashpoint and the Batman one. That's why they put the
Yeah.
Batman
That's right.
Night of Vengeance or whatever it was,
Yeah,
three-parter in the one-shot last week.
I'd only
Good
read
primer.
Flashpoint. I hadn't
Yep.
read the Batman stuff.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I did feel a little bit like, oh, okay, I need to try and
Yeah,
figure out what's happened.
So yeah, if you are interested, I would definitely not trying to sell stuff, but the Flashpoint trade paperback available now. Comic Shop Liverpool, and the Batman one-shot reprint they put out last week. Because it is very sequel.
Yes,
Do
yes.
you want it? Do you want me to show it?
No, it's fun.
Okay.
It looks like this, but less pretty.
You got locked up last time.
But yeah, very very good. I really liked it because when they first said they're going to do more Flashpoint, you're like, okay, it's Johnsy. I'll give it. And then when they did Zero, I was like, oh, at least it's Rizzo doing the sequel, the Zero. There's someone else doing the regular series, I think. But it was pretty good. I'll put that over there, so I'll put it away for Nitin before he yells at me. Next up, Image. Nitin, you read this?
I read it.
So short stories. This is what, like 8, 10 stories?
Yeah. Some of them are going to be all throughout the whole book.
10,
So,
would I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of
I
them
think
throughout
most
the
of them.
Yeah.
Nah, some of them like 3-parters, some of them one-shots.
Sure. Oh,
it,
yeah.
it tells you in the front, like an inside cover.
How many issues
Oh, yeah.
there are?
Yeah.
12, 12, 4, 12, 3, 12, 4, 3.
I like the old
shot.
man one, the old dog.
Yeah,
the one where he
that-
goes into like a
Yeah.
building in the
Yeah,
middle of
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah.
That's my favourite one.
The Shelby one.
Yeah.
Well, the first one's John's. That was good too,
Mhm.
Bart. So the first one, so yeah, usually 4 to 6 pages of story. First one, Jeff Johns. It's hard to talk about because
It's
so
pretty
small.
much a time to kill, sort of.
Yeah,
Sort of the premise is time to kill, but then a Yeti,
Yeah.
maybe?
yeah, something mystical's going
Yeah.
on. So that was good. Yeah, the second one, the Shelby one's like a bit Judge Dredd, like
Yeah.
Judge Dredd, the raid. that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
That was good.
Like, I know nothing about Radiant Black, but that story was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was heaps good. Their Radiant Black stuff is killing it at the moment. So yeah, if you're a Radiant Black fan, there's a Radiant Black.
Time.
I love-
thing.
It's going to be one of the continual parts.
I like the Scotty Young one where he's just like, I got nothing to do.
I forgot my deadline
I
for
forgot my
this."
deadline. I just draw what I'm doing right now, trying
Yes,
to figure it out.
yes.
It was good.
This one with the boy and his new girlfriend.
Oh, from the Bolero team?
yeah,
That was really good.
was good.
There's a writer and artist from Bolero
Yeah.
and that.
The next one was weird, like the kids where they're half sisters and his king's
Yeah.
or whatever. That was weird, but intriguing.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes.
And then Scotty Young. Oh, and then this one was great too.
Oh, yeah, the virtual...
Yeah, virtual killing
Yeah.
fields.
Mm.
Um,
Like, they're
Oh, that
all
one
great
was,
little short
wasn't a
stories,
dud.
isn't it? Yeah, no.
It was not a dud.
Not a dud.
and that one I thought was really got a lot of potential.
Yeah, the old lady and
Yeah.
that was good.
I guess the next one was the fashion designer murder thing was probably my least favorite.
Yeah,
But that's saying.
but then you got...
and then
where does it
Radiant
go?
Black to nearly finish off. Oh, and then this last one. But it's so good. It's hard to talk about because they're only chapters of a thing.
Yeah.
But like lots of great different art.
That last one, the art looked awesome.
Yeah, the art-
Nice.
It's very good. I was pleasantly surprised. I was a little shocked that most of them are going to be, half of them at least are the whole 12
Yeah.
parts, and then the rest are like there's only one. There's a one shot. The rest are
Yeah.
3 or 4. I didn't expect that. I thought it'd be more rotating
Mhm.
through
Yeah.
before it came out. But there's some really good ones that I was like, oh, I'll read this first issue just so I know what it is. So I can
Yeah.
talk about it in the pod, talk about it in the shop. But I was like, I think I might have to stick with these because, yeah, the John's one really good.
Mhm.
The killing fields sort of stuff that was full digital download, murdering people. She's like a former murderer, but she's not murdering people now, so she digitally murders people.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like she got too old to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
And she wants to sort of experience
Still
the
got the
thrill.
itch.
Oh.
So
And,
like,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
they hook her up and she's annoyed because
It's
they don't
too
do
easy.
anything.
Yeah,
They
they're
just
not
stand
running.
there and kill.
Yeah.
They don't react. So yeah, she's very annoying.
Yeah, she's up in her digital drug dealer basically. I need a bigger, stronger hit than that. Like it was pretty out there. Yeah, the Radiant Black stuff was cool. Like a new villain maybe for the Radiant Black universe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very good.
That all.
Yeah, the Bolero team one was great too. But yeah, it's a hard one to talk about. But if you like your image sort of different stuff, it's very good.
If like these are sort of, what do you call it, primers, tasters for maybe store books they're going to put out later, is a very good jumping on point. You know, it's like...
So I like what they did with Skybound X, where there was one linear story with the Rick Grimes stuff.
Yes.
But then it also tied into their current books, where this one was more, this is what's going to come out, which is what's coming up, which is really cool, I guess. Because, there was a...
Like a Stillwater one or whatever,
exactly
right?
Yeah,
Because
there was
the Black...
Science Dog one.
Yeah.
Like the black and white one at the end with the cool art, the Gehenna.
Yeah.
I think that is a book that is coming out.
Yeah, I think some,
I'll check
if
that
not
out.
all.
I'll definitely check
some
that book
will
out. That, was,
continue
that art looks awesome.
Because really, like even the 12 parts, it's only going to be like a double-sized issue, really. For some, because some of them are only 4 pages, 5 pages. So. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Alrighty, let's.
They're going the way of the Shonen Jump, I think. They're just going to put a bunch of like manga chapters, but essentially they're comic chapters into a single book. Is this continuing? Is it only 12?
It's 12 parts.
12 parts.
I don't think the American market would never sustain that because they don't sell quantity enough to pay that many people. Do you know what I mean? The Shonen Jump, they're selling millions. So I don't think it's a financial strong business model in America. Next up, X-Men 92, House of... What is it? 12?
92?
Yes. Hey? House of... Is that what it is? 92?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's
92.
92.
It's
I can't
92.
do that. I don't know. If there's no C in Rocky, bro. Lost.
C's 100. C note.
Whatever.
It's X before C. So.
I really like this.
I liked it. It got me confused.
So it's just like the
At the
X-Men
end?
animated series version of House and Powers and X and the Krakoa stuff.
Holy hell.
So it's a watered down version.
Yeah, it's so simplified. Some different people because different people. Like instead of Moira, like the surprise of who the Moira is.
Yeah.
It wasn't Moira
That was
on the show.
confusing bit.
Yeah.
Moira was on the show.
Moira
but-
was on the show though, so I don't see
Yeah.
why they couldn't have used her. You know, like
Yeah. But obviously you got to do something a bit different.
But that person, it's a bit weird. But yeah.
No, but she's also she's a
she's
big part of the show.
She is.
The show starts with her, really.
Yeah.
Like the 5, there's no hope because she don't exist and stuff. So they use different people for that, and it was cool. But just if you like the old X-Men animated series, they're hitting it pretty good. Like I could hear the voices for the most part.
I like the you know how the House of X have like just info pages and it's all black and white.
And it's
This
like a
one's all,
90s magazine.
Rad,
Yeah.
I like
The
it.
neon colours
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
To goddamn, what do you got? Smash hits ad.
Yes.
Alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's nothing mind blowing, but it was just interesting to see that take. And seeing a real Cable was cool. Still the best Cable there is. Yeah, it was enjoyable, but nothing groundbreaking. 'cause
Radical.
I read this last year.
With more depth to
Yes,
it.
yes.
But it's like the point.
That's the point, right? Yeah, exactly.
It's
not-
weird, yeah.
And like, what if they want to do that in the show? They're like trying to beat them to the punch. Oh, they're gonna do it. We'll do it first. We don't like that department. They don't talk to us.
Oh, because they're remaking it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no remake, so it's a sequel.
Continue on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Going this way.
Did anybody read Sandman Universe Nightmare Country?
No.
No. Yes, no.
No.
This was cool and weird. Full confession, I've never read any Sandman stuff because there ain't enough capes punching each other in the face for my liking. But this was excellent. Obviously, they want to do some Sandman stuff because the show's coming out. So this is all about the Corinthian.
Corinthian.
Oh, I love the biscuits.
There is a guy with mouths for eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, it
correct?
was serial killer.
Okay. It's a bit disgusting.
Is that like
That's
my
cool.
eye holes?
And like,
That arc from Sandman was great. It was
Yep.
a bunch of serial killers just meeting up at a hotel, and the Corinthian was one of them, and it's so good.
because he's like nightmares, basically, right? Like,
wow.
he's like created. Is what they're saying is to
She's
be
naked.
one of the darker nightmare sort of guys. He's not just a serial killer sort of thing. And like he sort of he's got memories of people, right? And he's got it in a journal. And he writes down their memories. They're not his memories, but it's like he's a collector of their memories. And like the darkest memories or their most twisted stuff. And he writes it in a notepad that is bound in somebody's skin.
Yeah.
Wow. It's so out there.
What the?
Well,
Yeah.
Tinian.
Yeah.
Tinian? Yeah,
Yeah.
he does good
Tinian.
horror stuff.
Is that Jabba the Hutt there?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, with the
At
it's
the
got
end,
a
the
tongue.
tongues.
Because the main character seems to be a painter who starts off someone's like dude's trying to hit on her, I think, and he's like, oh, do you dream? Obviously it's the same answer dream stuff, right? And she's like, I used to when I was a little kid dream about this and dream about that, but not anymore. But then you see her paintings. Her paintings are the eye demon dude, the Corinthian.
Oh, okay.
And like she hooks up with the dude, he wakes up, he starts nightmaring out while they're in bed, and like cause she's got all her weird paintings everywhere, which are all just the eye demon stuff. And then obviously the Corinthian comes to him in his nightmares, and the Corinthian's like, "Did you paint these? Who painted these? Do you think that looks like me? That looks like me, right?" And the dude's just like, "Are you gonna eat my eyes now?" Yes. Like it was weird, but very good.
Yeah, Sandman.
Yeah, I was like, I might have to buy the trades.
That's Sandman for you. Weird, but very good.
I know. I was like, I might have to finally come and buy that trade this week, maybe. Because they're putting brand new fat volumes out, double, triple size.
Yeah, we've got them on
volumes.
shelf.
Our little
first
boy's
one.
maturing.
Obviously, new previews to come out
So
to
beautiful.
the shows coming this year. So, but yeah, it was good. It was good. Small week of books this week, actually. Electra 100, celebrating 100 issues of Electra. Well, it's got the cover gallery. Starts with Electra Assassin by Miller and into the Deodato 90s and the Bendis and Ruckus stuff. The Dark Reign. No, Dark Reign was good. Recent stuff wasn't that good.
I got Deodato to an Electra for me.
But it doesn't count Daredevil Woman Without Fear. I'm like, that's as much of Electra as any of the rest. But I guess that would mess up the number. So first stories, 2 stories in this. First one's Nascenti, old Daredevil writer. Her bloody Typhoid Mary and her doing some stuff. That was cool. Second one, just a little Shelby, Daredevil Electra. Let's have a fight. Instead of having sex. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. Nice little one-shot, 2 short stories. Nothing special. If you're an Electra fan, maybe worth checking out. If not, you can probably live without it. But I enjoyed it because I like Daredevil and Electra.
But by
Shame this didn't happen in a playground with kids cheering.
Oh, God, did I say
Oh,
that?
0 out
A
of 10.
ballroom rooftop is much better. Alrighty, and finally, 5 months late.
Mm-hmm.
Batman 89.
5
issue
months.
5 months
Wow.
later.
Yeah, it was ages, man. 78 finished.
It did.
Came
Yeah.
out after and finished before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 months later.
And I don't know why it's so late. And it's one more
something
issue.
must have happened to
Yeah,
the artist.
maybe.
It has to. Like, that's too late for any other thing. How was it, Nitin?
It was alright.
Also, Dent's spoiler, full two-faced up now?
Yeah, that bit was great, actually. The Dent stuff as Two-Face
Yeah.
was so good.
And they've gone the full blue face sort of
Yeah,
animated series,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So he's, sort of taken over the remnants of the Joker gang.
Cool.
They're his
cool
crew now. Catwoman's around, because it's the sequel. So you're gonna have to kill
Yes,
Catwoman.
yes.
But yeah, there's stuff with Barbara because in the series they're
A couple?
engaged, engaged a couple.
I
Yeah,
thought that was the most interesting thing they sort
Yeah.
of really set up. Okay.
because Barbara's a cop. Yeah, that movie's never happening.
Full page advertisement, the official prequel to the Flash blockbuster film.
Oh, yeah, that's been delayed. Take it off the
Delayed for indefinitely. For
Yeah.
Sorry, Kenny Porter.
Good
schedule.
because
As long as you get paid, you wouldn't care, really, would you?
Yes.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. It took 5 issues for a 6-parter to get to the cool stuff. Sort
Yeah.
of.
Oh.
I
didn't mind their other stuff, yeah.
Then it got to be. I think I stopped after 3 because I was like, it's a bit. I might wait and trade it.
Mm.
Even though I was halfway through, that's a bit silly, but
Like, it's not bad.
Mm.
Superman was way better, just because it felt more like Superman.
it felt the period.
Yes, yeah, this doesn't feel...
That's my problem with this. It was a bit too modern.
Yeah.
And that's essentially, like, I didn't read either, and every time I heard you guys talk about both of them, it was how you heard Gene Hackman's voice, and you felt it that way, and yeah.
And that's the point,
and,
right?
And you never said it really for
No.
this.
And
You said from the get-go that the speaking was way too modern.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a shame.
And part of it also, I think, is 89. The visuals distinct, but not necessarily anything else.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because Burton, it's got that Burton look.
Yeah.
But it's a bit more.
Yeah, like the
You know?
characters and how they played was not as cartoony
Yeah.
as Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that sort of cheesy 70s vibe
Yeah.
of Superman is more to probably
Yeah.
easier to do the dialogue, I think.
Especially when you have Lex in the book.
Yes, because
Nailed Lex, yeah.
who's going around calling themselves the world's greatest criminal mastermind?
In the third person.
Yes.
Yes.
It was so good. But yeah, a bit of a smaller week this week. Dylan, you read anything else?
I read issue 10 of Superman, Son of Kal-El.
Yep.
It's picking up.
Yep.
But man, I just feel like this should have happened in issue 6 or something.
Sure. Just a little too drawn
Yeah,
out.
I just can't, like, issue 10 and I can't really tell you what happened in those.
Yeah, you really want
Yeah.
a couple of good storylines running pretty hard by issue 10.
Yeah, because you've got like Lex and the president of Gamora, whatever that country is, trying to frame John for like murder.
Mhm.
All that's coming up, and Batman shows up at the end and it says, "Hey, you know, you can't trust your boyfriend," essentially, and that's how it
Finally,
ends.
that's interesting.
Yeah, and I was like, okay,
It's because he's jealous.
it's issue 10. I've been waiting for something.
Yeah.
You know,
A turn to happen.
exactly, and it's finally happened. So I'm hoping it keeps. doing
That's
up.
the kickoff.
Yeah, and something really big
That's
happens.
going to be a nasty breakup.
Right. Yeah.
Just let Dave ponder on that while
Yes.
we continue. Anything else?
You read Captain Carter, right?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I read Captain Carter as
Yeah, I
well.
didn't get to that yet.
No, yeah, they're turning it like left, right.
What?
Alt right, left.
She's alt right.
I don't know, because like the issue is just about her. Like the government's been keeping stuff from her about like immigrant policy, basically, and like she finds out from her flatmate and like other people in the building like what they're doing to, because like she thinks she saved. Spoilers. She thinks she saved like some people during like a weapon heist, but she's come across like smuggled like people. And then she's like, I saved those people, and like everyone's turned it back on her in the building, and then it's like, oh, okay, and it's like I didn't know. It's like, okay, we'll tell you all about it. And it's becoming less actiony and more political.
There was no action in the first issue.
No, there was less action in this one. Like in the first one, at least like she's taking
Taking
out
cues from Halo Man.
Hydra and like in a bus and like protecting people, but this one's like,
There's a couple bits of action, but it's not much.
yeah, it's not.
It's weird because, technically speaking, there should be more action because there's two kind of scenes.
Yeah.
Two different scenes that are action scenes.
Pieces.
Yeah.
But it's like you see her punch somebody and then you see her kick somebody.
Sure.
And that's about it.
And like this is in the middle of a gunfight just happening, you know? It's like,
And it really is just Cap Winter Soldier the movie, but a comic book and with Carter instead of Steve. Batroc is in it, and it's all about questioning, your orders and am I doing the right thing? They're keeping secrets from
They
me.
don't even have Winter Soldier.
No,
That was
not yet. Anyway, well, Iron Man's in the next issue, and it looks like he's like a full Robo Man, like an android.
Like
So
you
yeah,
can see
he gonna be full government tool?
Maybe. I
So
don't
what
know.
universe is this in?
Its own kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, oh, right.
Like,
okay.
it's not what if or anything.
I
Yeah.
thought they brought her across already.
Nah.
no, not yet. Soon.
Of course, soon. We've
Yeah.
seen that shit.
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, that was alright.
No chance they bring her into the main universe. It's gonna make it way too awkward with the whole Sharon Carter stuff.
Yeah, they're still together, right, Steven? Yeah.
Shot my husband.
No, it's already weird enough that Steve starts sleeping with his girlfriend's niece.
Yes.
You don't really want to have big in-your-face reminders of that when she comes in. What, you're gonna have a love triangle? And Steve's like, ooh, niece, aunt,
Yeah.
niece,
If
aunt.
they weren't
I'll
together,
have them both.
if they weren't together, you just kind of
cool?
forget
Yeah,
about
because
Sharon.
that's right. She's not
Yeah.
around.
You just forget about Sharon and bring Captain Carter over.
yeah.
But like they're still together.
Give them what they
And
want.
their relationship in the proper Sharon and Steve's relationship is nothing in the books.
Yeah.
The movie did that way more, and it's a bigger thing.
Yeah.
So I would be shocked. I could see it popping up in something like everything, but never as a permanent thing. That's why they do this.
Mm.
And she's not going to be. It's not like she's going to become popular like Spider-Gwen, where they need.
I don't know.
Sell more. No. Well, I'm telling you.
There's a multiverse of madness coming.
You see how?
I'm telling you about how many people are buying the book.
Yeah, issue 1.
She's not going to be Spider-Gwen. There's a little difference on numbers there. But no, it's good. Well, maybe it's not, but I got lots.
Judge for yourself, boy.
Yes. Anything else for you, Dave?
No, just if I remember, I'll tell you. But I don't think
I don't think you're gonna remember at this point.
I'm pretty sure it was only the image,
You're only gonna lose more after this.
Flashpoint, and Captain Carter. I'm pretty sure that's all.
How about you, Nitin?
I read the new Black Panther.
Yeah, I read that. It's
pretty
very
good.
interesting.
It is. Like,
There's not a lot to talk about. Like, it's very political.
Yes.
And like, oh, who's the traitor?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
very layered.
Yeah.
And like, oh, well, which one is telling the truth? And I think nobody's sort of telling the truth.
No. They're a democracy thing, okay.
Mm.
But the way they're treating Black Panther, like he was like a tyrant or a dictator, instead of just a just monarch.
Do you think it's maybe the new Prime Minister is actually the bad one? And she set it up so it looks like it's...
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe. And then that way he can take back over. And
I don't
put those
know.
people in the shackles.
I don't know if they're going to go back to the way it was.
I hate that
I don't like
democracy
it.
thing.
I don't like it. But
One, besides the fact the real worldness of just West trying to push their shit on everybody else. But it just makes him less different. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, it makes him
it was
unique.
great. You had the 3 sovereign leaders. You
Yes.
had Namor, you had him, and you had Doctor.
Yes. And like they were happy. Like no one, like obviously, I'm sure that there's always going to be in any country. There's going to be segments that don't like the leadership or the direction and stuff. But that's also what you need in Black Panther to have some people like we want to be more in the world or whatever, or less in the world now. But making it a democracy and a prime minister, and he's just like a figurehead.
Yeah, I don't like any of that, but I do like the political stuff that's going on in the book. I haven't read. I said before, I haven't read anything Panther since Priest.
Yeah.
The Night
Well,
Star.
once you read the Beast, best.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
So do we find out who's running this like faction?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that might be.
There's still some.
I reckon maybe that might be sort of. Yeah, I think it's the.
Storm.
No, I think it's the Prime Minister lady.
Yeah.
And she's setting up other people to sort of look like it's them.
Alright.
So it's like there's layers of stuff that's going. We're just peeling back little bits at a time.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. I read the new Wonder Woman,
Oh yeah.
which is continuing with the Trial of the Wonder Woman stuff. That's good. It's bringing in the thing from the last, I think it was the last annual Wonder Woman annual, where it's talking about the race of people that were on the island before the Amazons took over,
Interesting.
and they want their island back, essentially, I think.
All right.
And so they sort of making their play while the trial's happening. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. So there's kind of 2 major plot
Yeah.
going on at the same time.
So you can say there's 3 trials going on at the moment, which is pretty cool. And I read the Bellamy bio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How's
it's
that?
pretty straightforward. It's just a history of Murderhead, which is nothing new in there. I'm like reading it. Yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
I know this. It looks pretty. But yeah, that's it. That's all I read.
I read Thing. I finished that. So 3, 4, and 5. Read 3 issues of that. That finished really cool. Like you said, a bit weird because it was all. There was a lot of weird things that happened in there to actually talk about. Like you don't want to say too much because it'll just ruin the taste for someone.
Yeah.
But if you enjoy the Thing and you enjoy a bit of different cosmic stuff with him and really cool art style as well, the way it all unfolded with who the chick ended up being and the young boy and stuff like that, he was really cool.
Because like even like by sort of. Really, by the end of 4, still you're like, what is really going on?
Yeah.
They pulled it together great in that finally show.
And I really think it is a great trade because month to month, not that you lost something, but with what the spin that they did on this character, I think it works really well as just a one-in book. So, Vic, you need to buy the trade for that champion. Even though you bought the singles, you still need to buy the trade. What else did I read? Actually, I caught up on FF, and I've been enjoying FF. I never really, before Hickman, read much FF. But Slotty, and I don't know. I really like the way Dan Slott writes. I enjoyed his Spider-Man. And what he's doing with FF at the moment, I'm really enjoying. Like, there's a couple of stretches in regards to the Jen Walter stuff in it with the Reckoning War and everything at the moment. So I read I think it was issue 41, and then the Trial of the Watcher Reckoning War tie-in.
Phenomenal.
Book of the week, book of the month almost, and then the latest issue that came out last week. It's essentially did you speak about it the other week?
Yeah, a little bit, I think.
Yeah, so Watcher on trial with all the other Watchers trying to warn them that the Reckoning have got their weaponry and stuff like that, and he just gets banished, and it's like Clockwork Orange style with the keeping his eyes open, but it wasn't trying to take his knowledge or anything. It was showing him what would have happened if he didn't interfere. And it's the FF story of the first Galactus, and it's sensational. Droopy face Reed Richards, phenomenal. Yeah, so if you're an FF fan and aren't reading that at the moment,
just that one, you can buy just that one.
Exactly
shot.
right.
Yeah.
And also just the way they talk about the what ifs, where it's just him peering into that, and I know that's explained, but just the way they view it on that dark dimension that you shouldn't be there. It's like back in the day going to the Peep Show and stuff like that. Yeah, the way they talk about it. So that was really cool, and just awesome Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Just so cool to see proper Nick Fury running around still doing his spy shit. And in the latest issue, we've got a new player coming in. Johnny Storm's doing some really cool stuff, being overpowered. Went and got his old soulmate.
Yep.
But yeah, you could say some doom is approaching a lot of characters, and that's really going to come and unfold in the next issue. So that was really, really good. So I enjoyed that. I still haven't caught up on Spidey. I got Fury there to read, and yeah, it was a really small week for me, and I just had Venom, Sons of Venom.
How was that?
How was Venom for me?
It was bedlam, man. It was bedlam. So yeah, the new symbiote that came from the menagerie is now attacking Venom, and
Tell her you loved it.
doesn't want to kill him and wants to make him stronger, so I guess he can evolve, and it's literally, it's a bad Sons of Anarchy story with Venom hanging around and some teen angst, and at the moment, just give me a sleeper book. Let's see what's going on with that. Bloody, I think we're going to see some really cool sleeper shit coming up. And that's the weird thing, like, I think this is issue 8, perhaps. He's about to jump into shit with Thor, and then something else. I saw him in something tied into something else down the track. I'm like, oh Jesus! So they're really, like, is it actually Venom, or is it Eddie coming back into, like, is it Dylan? So it's gonna be interesting what happens, because it'd be weird that it's Dylan hanging out with Thor as opposed to Eddie in the Venom suit hanging out with Thor.
I assume it's gonna be Dylan. Just because it's Kate's.
I don't know, but yeah, it really didn't get a lot out of it. There's no more. I don't know who wrote it. I don't really care.
The worst bit with the series is all the little subplots are interesting, like with the Life Foundation and the new guy coming and get him, and the menagerie, and the Brock stuff that you see nothing for in issues is frustrating.
Yeah.
But the Dylan stuff, I just like the last couple of issues. Cool, is some kid hanging out at a bikie bar.
Yeah, and now this, like, you go back, like, this guy did help you out, but, like, I don't know, it just make me care. I don't care at the moment. I don't care about Dylan. Like,
well, you did in the previous series when he was the kid.
Oh, dude, it was
right?
excellent. Him and Normie hanging out and the King in Black shit.
100%.
That was excellent.
I don't know if the aging him up's part of it.
Yeah.
But
It's very dark too, the way it's coloured.
Don't
And Hitches are. I don't know why I was so excited when this started. I knew should have known what I was getting into.
Yes. Some of the dialogue of the bikie characters. Bruh. It's grease pit rules.
And then bang! Okay, you really cared about those rules.
Yeah.
You do it yourself.
Yeah.
So much for a fist fight.
Yeah.
Dead shits.
Yeah. It's been a bit disappointing.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I think that's about all I read too.
Yeah.
It was a smaller week.
Tiny week.
Yeah.
Catch up on Spidey next week.
Well, I should have caught on some more, but I didn't.
It's time for Dylan's favorite segment.
Sweet, I get.
So
we ain't got
we've
popcorn.
got 40 minutes.
So.
Halo Man
Thanks,
issue
man.
episode.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Episode
Appreciate it,
4.
bro.
Episode 4 of Halo.
Yes.
Hello Man digs a hole. Is that
Hello
what you're
Man
trying to
digs a hole.
Master Chief.
Did he put a note in it?
You're not far off.
Master Chief. Spartan 117. In his full Mjolnir Mark 6 armor. Is digging a hole with a shovel.
You'd think they have like detectors or something like at that like
Yeah.
you know like
They have sleep
It's like-
space. They could tear wormholes into space to
Yeah.
travel
Don't
faster.
talk about it, it's boring.
not a measly
right.
not a measly metal detector. It's like they have nothing. It's like it's
And-
here somewhere.
Okay, so Master Chief's subplot for this episode is he's going back to his home planet to find out about his past and go to
Back
his
to
old
Cali
house and
And like, but why?
So you can draw.
because he remembers seeing a foreign artifact when he was a kid.
No, but like, it's not, he doesn't know he came from somewhere, right? Like,
He's slowly getting his memories back because of the artifact.
it's just.
And he's not Master Chief anymore. I saw something on the internet the other day. Vanak, like the other dude Spartan in his team, he acts more like Master Chief than Master Chief does. And after I saw that, I'm like, it's made me even more angry.
Alright, what's the mystery of what's in the hole?
Yeah.
In the hole,
In the hole.
Spoilers in
Here we
case
go.
I don't
people-
think anyone cares.
It's not spoiling it.
in the hole, there's a box full of his drawings because his dad got mad at him for drawing stupid
So I
stuff.
think they buried it?
Yeah.
Not only that, they're the same drawing over and over again because one of the lines when they dig it up is like, this is the same drawing.
There's no garbage service. You can just throw it out. No recycling. You can't burn
Fire?
it. You
They
get
don't
a
have fire?
They wanted the psychological
Preserve
closure for the kid. Or
preserve
something.
Fire is more closure.
Yeah.
Preserve
Don't
the
exist
madness.
anymore.
Yeah, I
Just
just
let
don't
the dad
understand.
bury it.
I don't understand. And like, he drew the freaking Halo as a kid. So
So like, was it actual technical Halo? It was just a circle.
it's a circle, but you know it's a Halo.
Yeah, I know,
But
but,
even then, like, you
even
couldn't-
then, dude, kids drawing circles.
You couldn't have like
Yeah.
he comes across his house and his house is like in rubble or whatever, and he's
Yeah.
shifting through some stuff and he
Yeah.
finds some drawings.
The
and a
house
book.
is
You-
decrepit and
get-
shit, but he
why,
digs a
why
hole.
buried them? Like they're just so unnecessary. Like you could have done the exact same beat,
Yeah.
just smarter, more realistic.
So Master Chief is special because as a kid, before he even got kidnapped, which I think they're building up to like a big revelation about the kids being kidnapped.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Because they want them to hate them more.
Yes.
It's my biggest thing on this show.
Get-
Who
get-
am I supposed to like?
Giving the Spartan kids pets and making them kill the pets also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't understand what
What
they're
episode is
doing.
that in?
So apparently they have
I'll let Dana keep watching then.
they have wars or whatever.
You don't see it.
Of
but-
course.
Yeah, yeah.
But if
Still.
they lose, they have to off their own pets.
And this is before
And if
their
they win, Dr.
augmentation.
Halsey offs their pets because an attachment to a Spartan can only be to themselves.
Yeah, well.
It's just the
I
only
wasn't a fan of it in the anime film either, but it was just cartoons. So it was okay.
the only thing that changes is it just makes you want to see even more evil.
Yeah.
So why would you do that?
Yeah, well,
It's already hard in the books as it is.
Dylan, one of the Spartans is becoming friends with
Miranda.
Miranda because she's managed to take her own thing out now because she's spied on John doing.
Oh, that dude. That one.
Kai, yeah, she's interesting in this. I like
She
her as a
reminds me of
character.
the what is it? The Rock from the Sun chick. I say it. Yeah,
Kristen Johnson.
yeah. I say it. Whenever I say it. It's like,
Okay.
Like, yeah, her character's interesting. I like her, but again, the whole capsule thing that suppresses their emotions changes everything. She has a unique personality after she takes that out.
yeah, like she's actually got more of a personality than John.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, check out this weapon. And it's like,
Yeah, and that's how they're meant to be. They're meant to be individual people with personalities,
Yes.
but
John's
for the
Because
show,
why doesn't he? He doesn't change.
He's
Not
still
really.
the fucking
Well, it also
same.
comes down to acting ability.
He just listened to music and was moved by it.
Yeah.
But he still.
I'm gonna catch a train.
I'm gonna catch that was so. He just
That's
wanders.
so wacky.
He just wanders out of this military
Ooh,
base.
public transport.
This guy who's like billions.
Public transport is wacky.
He's like billions and billions of dollars of money.
Yeah.
This guy,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Genetic
Yeah.
engineering and stuff. He just walks out of the base and catches a monorail or something.
To where?
He ruined it for the rest of us.
Was this in episode 3? You haven't seen that?
Yeah, for something part.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
three.
it.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
Yeah,
It's
he
in
wanders out into the city and he just watches people and he.
Oh, I'm gonna be a real person?
because
Yeah.
he,
Get on the train with the real people?
he took the
Is that what
pellet.
the deal is?
He took the pellet out, right, so we can experience stuff. For the
Ah,
first
yeah.
time. And then there's people playing music, so we just stand
I
there
get to
like, oh, music.
experience BO and stale piss.
Oh, there's a dog. Oh, there's a child. Wow. Oh, spaceship.
A ball. Here you go.
It's so weird.
To be fair, there's a little bit of action in this, but not where we
Was
wanted
that
it.
what
Does
was the
digging
action?
count?
It was the pirate dude just shooting off people.
That was boring.
It's a side story that means absolutely nothing, but I got a little bit of action.
Who's the pirate, dude?
Soren,
Sure, yeah.
the Spartan dropout guy.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ceremony.
Keep going, Dylan.
Oh, what was you?
We got enough time.
No. You forgot some shit from last week. What was the?
That's right.
Yeah.
The elites. I don't like how the elites look. They're too bulky and burly. Yeah, in the games they're still tall. They're taller than Spartans, but they're like slimmer and a bit more athletic looking. These guys just
Like
like,
that-
Have you seen the
picture
crazy
you-
little ones yet?
The picture
Not
you
yet.
posted.
yeah.
All right, so because I didn't really sort of notice, but it's very. They look Mass Effect. They look like Corgan.
I was gonna say they look more like Krogans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was like. When you posted that picture, I'm like,
Yeah.
no, that's
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
You
That's
were
Corgan.
about to say
Yeah.
that.
I concur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what they're trying to do. It's like, oh, it's like a Mass Effect TV series. After
We just
this.
like.
There's another race in the
Hope Duke
Covenant.
Nukem's in it next season.
Okay.
There's another race in the Covenant called Brutes, right?
Yes.
And they're meant to be big,
Yes, I remember them.
bigger, like Krogans, but more monkey-like. So is there going to be a big
Racist.
difference between Brutes and Elites now that Elites are freaking gigantic? And
They're just gonna be bigger.
How much Covenant action did you get in this episode, Dylan?
we got not a single alien in this
Ah.
episode. We got a dead Elite on a table.
And, an episode with none is fine if you've been
Yeah.
getting plenty, but that just reeks if you
If
don't
you,
know money.
if you want
They
to do
spent,
this,
they spent all their
Yeah,
budget
that
in the
first
first
20
bit.
minutes.
First bit's great. They come down,
Yeah,
they're
it's
shooting
awesome.
people, dismembering people losing
Yeah.
limbs, getting killed left, right, and center.
Yeah, they shot that
So,
load.
guys,
Next
there's
week.
80% of our budget. We've
Yeah.
got 10 episodes to go.
Yeah, next 3 episodes is like,
Just the bottle episode. They're all
And-
one.
and-
one,
So just
one
use the human girl.
Kevin Smith did those ones because everyone's just talking.
if you want to do that, you said it before First Contact is made, right? Like,
Yeah,
there's
sure.
a book about First Contact in Halo, and you can have majority humans killing humans, and that makes sense because the Covenant hasn't showed up yet.
Because are they not at war?
You do not get
Right,
a feel
like-
of that
Yeah,
they're at
yeah.
war.
Well, the last time you saw them, wasn't it the chick that's not even one of them? The human? Was
Yeah.
the last thing you saw of them, what you're talking
Cyber.
about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with Cyber, when she went and did a mission and then
Yeah.
got scared and came back.
And also,
Yeah.
she had a
and the worms.
she had an energy sword freaking
Oh, that's right,
fingernail
yeah, yeah.
thing.
Terminator Ripple.
I screamed at my laptop. I screamed at it. Also, okay, in the first episode, an elite calls Master Chief Demon, right?
yeah.
And that had me pissed off already.
Me too.
Because in the game, in the first game, you blow up Halo, right? And it's a big sacred artifact for them. In Halo 2, they call Master Chief the Demon because he blew up the Halo.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no reason yet.
Yeah, why they call him Demon? Oh, because he fights hard. He's strong. Like, one, they call the other ones Demon.
Yeah,
Then.
that's a bit silly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's, it takes away the weight of that
That's the-
Yeah,
name.
of course, of course, of
The
course.
one issue with this TV show.
One, just the one issue I have. And Dave, you mentioned before, Kai picks up like a Covenant weapon in the lab, like Needler. It's one of the coolest Halo weapons ever. It's the one with the
Hey, you get the
needles.
Nerf one of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen it. It's awesome.
She picks it up and it's got nothing in it, and she proceeds to explain in detail how it works and what happens when you shoot it. Oh, the needles come out and they super combine. And
Show me it in action.
how about that? How about just having a scene where someone shoots it at somebody and they blow up?
Because like that's just being like, look, fans, look, we got
Yeah.
the gun.
I've got to
Yeah.
call
Look,
it.
he's gone.
Actually, second round on
It's
that
going
one.
to happen
Oh,
in the
complained
last
about that.
episode, Dylan. It's
Wait,
gonna
so what's
happen in the
that
last
laser
episode.
sword thing called then?
It's an energy sword.
Okay, because I thought that was a needler.
Oh, okay.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, show it. Have them use. You're saying have them use
It's
it.
such a cool gun when you steal it and you're playing the game.
And
It is one of the coolest
Yeah.
guns in the game.
If it's not going to come up again, like you don't
But-
make a deal. You just like, oh, that
But
was a
once
cool gun.
again,
Yeah.
That's
the
right.
finger thing means the money.
You got to CG the needles in and the.
I reckon they
explosion.
should have just grabbed a bunch of those Nerf guns. They look great.
They light up.
Yeah, I know.
It's great.
You know, like the directors of Halo negotiation reminds me of that Simpsons episode where, like, I think they're discussing taxes and that. And one was just like, this. It's like, oh, the taxes. You gotta remember the taxes.
That was the reference
That
he
was the
made.
joke,
Yeah.
and I even said the finger thing means
Means
money,
money.
but
Yeah.
once again, Dave had to be walked to a joke. / comics /
I think
life.
back in Intel.
We love you, Dave.
Thank
I love
you.
a drink.
All the stuff with Kwan is terrible.
Which one's Quan?
The little girl, the little Asian
The
girl.
magical
Oh,
one.
the
Yeah.
orphan.
No, the one.
Oh, she was so
cares about.
annoying. She's so annoying. She's getting people killed in this episode.
Yeah,
You're
it's
the only one
great.
that can say that, so we'll just shut up.
And she doesn't care. She goes back to a planet and she's like, oh, I want to fight. And then her being there gets
Fight
people
against
killed.
who?
Yeah.
The UNSC,
Uh-huh.
not the Covenant.
Yeah, I was going like, they're the ones that just killed her people.
Yeah, the Covenant killed her dad.
What about the overacting Hitler dude? Was he back in it from?
Yes, and you see his butt.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Why?
I don't know. He's having a bath somewhere.
Right? And like, you know, I understand sex sells, and like, he's not the most handsome looking dude, right? Like the episode before, you had the leprechaun gets his clothes
Yeah,
off.
must
He's
be.
at least a big bloke or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
right? But like the bad Nazi guy, no.
Yeah.
But is this going to be the same as like how it started in Game of Thrones, where like Khaleesi was naked at the start, and then these guys will just get a complex, and then their new contracts for
Yeah,
season
yeah,
4
yeah.
of Halo,
Yeah,
there'll be
but
no nudity,
I'm
there'll
a
be no
star
butts,
now.
there'll be no butts.
You got two
Jesus.
butts in this episode. You got Kai's butt and you got this guy's butt.
It's a lot of butts
Yeah.
in a
Sci-fi.
science fiction.
Yeah.
Hey,
war
this
show.
isn't Starship Troopers.
Mind you
Wish it
though,
was.
every time I rewatch Event
I enjoy
Horizon,
it so
I
much.
think
Oh, yeah.
Need more
Lawrence
butt.
Fishburne's butt could have really helped this film along. Sam Neill just leaning over a shower or something. You know? Woo. Jesus.
It's just, yeah, man. With every new episode, it feels less and less like Halo. So I
And more
think
and
I'm
more
done
like Mass
after
Effect.
one more.
He tried to tell,
One more!
he told me this earlier in the week. He's like, one more, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Looks
quit
like
anytime
well,
I
why are you
want.
even going to push for one
Yeah.
more then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
feels like Jay and He-Man figures.
Yeah.
It looks
I'd
like
quit
there's
anytime
gonna
I
be-
want.
It looks like there's going to be battle in the next episode. And I
Ah,
might
yeah,
actually
fair.
see...
Yeah, they'll talk about it.
Where?
I might actually see an alien that's not a goddamn elite.
Oh, I will.
It'll just happen off screen.
That little dude.
I want to see grunts. I want to see jackals.
It'd be like the South Park where Kenny's playing the Game Boy.
Yes.
In heaven.
In that
Oh,
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh,
one.
it's so good. They kill him so... Oh, yeah.
imagine
We'll talk about
me.
Yeah, this show's killing me.
I'm
think-
entertained.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
watching it,
Yeah.
but I'm entertained.
Dana mentioned it
thoroughly.
again. She's like, "Are we going to finish that?" And I went, "Yeah, we'll get to it." But we'll see. Dylan might join the pain.
One last.
Yes.
Oh no,
One
bro.
last thing.
Keep going. We got time.
You're at the base. You're at the UNSC base, and they're driving warthogs around, right? Like the jeeps with the turret on the back. There are people standing on the turrets
Who are they going to shoot?
At the
in a
base.
military base on Reach, right? There are no bad guys on Reach. Then they're just standing there, up on the turret, holding the turret.
Maybe it's an action figure, just on top.
Okay, no, I'll get up on there. Even if it's on base, I'll just...
You just stand there.
Yeah.
There's no
Nah, you
seat.
stand there like this.
Yeah,
like
ready.
yeah, you lean on
You
it or
chill.
something.
And is it driving around though?
Yeah, it's driving
Yeah,
around.
Yeah, well,
right.
then you wouldn't lean. You'd hold on
Yeah.
if it's driving around.
There's no
But
seat.
you don't have to
You
shoot.
wouldn't
You
be
just
freaking
go
up
pew,
there.
pew, 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 pew. I got you. I got you.
Making
No,
the-
oh, see, he
making
just
the
knows it
Princess
all
Leia
bad,
face.
so just in case. Just self-defense
That-
doing.
that's
You gotta
right.
be at the ready because you're working for the bad guys.
Which is everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
There were like two warthogs in a row, both with two dudes on the turret. So it's weird.
They're going to shoot each other.
War games.
I'm just waiting for the pajama party between Miranda and Kay.
Oh yeah, there was a bit of tension there between those two women. A bit.
Like good tension.
Yeah. I guess.
Fair enough.
I can't say.
Sesame Timbers. Let's get into it.
Okay, I'm spent. I'm tired now.
Cool.
Midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about?
Yeah, finally a good episode, I thought.
Jake Crawley.
Still got perfect. It's still not perfect, but
Yeah, as I said the other day, like I think our expectations are too high for it.
I really.
What?
I
Sticking to source material? Yeah.
I think it's definitely a big part of it. But it's just the goofiness of Steven I could probably overlook.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Knight's offensive. Offensive.
Yeah, I don't mind Steven that much, but yeah, Mr. Knight is just
I'm really liking
Then the
how
Khonshu.
there's
Khonshu's offensive too.
yeah.
there's someone else there now.
Well,
from maybe the get-go, Dave.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please, the internet
I see,
actually
the
gave us
internet
some
told me
good information.
Yes.
that they're like, oh, he's always been there. Because who asked that girl out on the date the first episode? Clearly not Stephen.
Yeah.
And
Probably not
Mark's
Mark,
hung
yeah.
up on his missus. So
Yeah.
Jake's been
Jake-
there from the get-go.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, damn, ooh,
I
oh,
also-
internet. Internet. Good theory, finally.
And like
Yeah.
the fish as well.
Yep.
Because Mark doesn't give a shit about
No.
fish.
no.
You
You got 2 Brits.
Hmm?
You got 2 Brits?
Yeah.
I could handle him being a British cabbie.
Steven will care about fish, though.
Yeah, but he
that's
doesn't
what I
remember
mean.
buying the fish again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
She
else.
says came back
Yeah.
in.
So, like, if every episode is going to have a Jake
Yep.
that you don't see,
Yep.
which is
And-
interesting.
Which will
Yeah.
be the last 10 minutes of the last episode or something, which will be the snapshots of all where he's been for or something.
The fish thing, we were like, how does she not say anything about the accent?
Well, we said that.
If it's Jake's,
Yeah.
also he's English, got an English
Yeah.
accent.
Because we talked about that before, where it was like, oh, Mark had just put on the English accent because
Mm-hmm.
that's what he's trying to stay undercover. But if it's Jake, yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
that's so cool.
And Jake just doesn't give a shit. Yes.
I've got to complain about Layla. Why didn't she just Marlene? I mean, she's Marlene, but just got a different name.
Is it just
I don't
MCU
understand.
needs to change things around a little bit just to make it their own because that's what they
But
do for no,
why?
but for no real reason.
Too complicated.
But they
for
generally
people.
keep characters.
Yeah.
Like,
Too
Especially-
complicated for people to pronounce.
They'll use the name before anything, to be honest.
yeah.
I don't know that.
Ned Leeds.
I mean,
Fake Mary Jane.
Stephen Grant too.
Yeah, they'll use the name
Yeah.
more than anything else. Even like in this, like Harrow's not, it's very different.
Yeah,
to
he's
the,
technically
that's-
not his Arrow in the comics.
Yeah.
Which is,
the name they like usually. It's just
I
weird.
don't know them.
In this episode, we saw I'm probably gonna butcher his last name, but Gaspard Ulel,
poor
who
buddy.
passed away in the skiing accident a couple months ago, and he was awesome in this episode.
It was a shame too because the way he rode off, he was definitely coming back.
Yes.
And he hadn't,
Yeah.
Oh, he was the
Sun
it
God?
was
Sun?
Midnight Man.
Yeah, something like that.
Midnight Man. Yeah.
Midnight Man.
Is that the one inside the chamber?
no, he
The
was
rich
the
guy with the-
rich
on
guy.
the, on the
Stabbing
sword,
people.
on the horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
The sexy
Rode off
man.
into the, yeah.
Oh, sexy man. Damn. That sucks.
You could have filled in that role, Dave.
I could.
Let that hair out.
But if he's only signed on for one, you could write him off.
Oh, of course.
That's unfortunate, but
Oh, very, very, very.
you know, yeah, it was the best one so far,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not that tall of a order.
No. You know, one of the other things I didn't like? Just gonna sit here and bitch about everything, but no, this is good. The stupid God Council thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, he's trying to dig up this dude you banished. No, I'm not. Oh well, he said he's not. Next,
It
like
felt like a Monty Python sketch.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I was just in the desert.
But it's like the thing, the portal opened up. Where'd you just come from, buddy? Where did you just opened a portal for this dude? Where? Oh, hang on, I think someone's buried near where we just opened that portal. Like, right freaking there.
And also, does he have the freaking scarab in his pocket or something?
Yeah, like
The-
Mark or Conchi doesn't bring that up.
Yeah, the compass that leads to this tomb.
Yeah, that was really poor. And like then the one was kind of like really helpful, but it then does nothing. And
On the chamber side, though, you could just go, okay, if they get resurrected, we'll just lock them away. We'll banish them again, like they did to.
Yeah, but they're obviously scared of.
yeah, they're all wimps.
You
He's the
know.
only one that's
The,
happy,
the
wants
only
to fight.
thing is when you see Harrow and they're talking to the main guy, maybe the main guy's sort of in on it.
Yeah, he could be a bit sus.
So I'm like,
He does seem-
I'm trying to. If that,
Yeah, the black suit.
Yeah, because like, why would he go and tell Harrow like, yeah,
yeah.
maybe because he was the other Moon Knight, maybe.
Yes.
It's like, all right, he's you know he's.
But I
he
just thought
won't
that was a very
bother you
poorly
anymore.
written scene.
Yeah, just
Like-
basically, it's like I was
'Cause it
just
could have
having a
been really
holiday.
Said, yeah. You're like,
The
okay.
gathering of the gods that they
yeah.
spoke about from the first episode, and
Because he literally says, no, I'm not.
Yeah, and I was like,
Case
okay,
closed.
yeah, pretty much. He's crazy.
Yeah.
the glove doesn't fit.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, I thought that was just really poor. Especially when the female one was a little
Yeah.
sympathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's just still like, oh, no,
Yeah.
no, he's crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Just
Nah,
basically, it's
poorly
like,
written
yeah.
scene, I thought.
The changing of the sky was awesome.
Oh,
It was.
that
yeah.
was so damn awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't mean I mean the stars, not the
Yeah.
Yes.
just not just the eclipse.
Yes,
yeah,
no,
Stars was
taking it back.
Yeah.
I remember that night. It was the first coolest thing he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, it kind of gave a little bit more relevance to the way he does act and stuff because he has been kicked out by them.
Yes.
He's seen as a lesser by them, so he's a little bit more rogue. But it's too, like going back to what I was saying, but too modern speak. He could still be a dick,
Yes.
and still be headstrong and overconfident, but not so modern.
Yes.
Like House.
Oh, and like he sacrifices himself basically.
Yes.
He knew doing that. He knew what the result was going to be. So he was finally like, okay, he's not just an asshole all the time.
Yeah.
But it's the speech, choice of speech, the dialogue. It's not even
I don't
Fred
even mind
Murray's
the,
fault.
I don't mind the voice. I can handle the voice if it had that different tone, a little bit older school. Yeah, give me that older speech. Give me that not Thor speech, but the not Douth, but like just a bit more booming
Yeah.
God. Like
Not like
Have the
oh,
power.
the idiots back.
Yeah, that's right.
100%.
like
Terrible.
those words should be beneath him.
Yeah.
Even though, I don't know. Oh, the Khonshu pop looks awesome too, little shit.
Yeah.
How do they do the floating head?
Oh, it's so damn good.
I don't know if it's
You kind of don't see it, but it looks like it's floating. Yeah, I'll show you a picture later.
They said it come out and said it was going to be very brutal.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the brutality.
Well,
And like
It
maybe
is
my
not big.
my definition of brutal is different to
I
their
think they
own
said
definition.
episode 4 was the most
Yeah.
brutal, and then they
Right.
said 5 and 6 were the crazy ones. So, like,
Because there is a difference between your thing of brutal
And yeah.
and Disney's
But
thing of brutal.
I think to be honest, the violence in Hawkeye and
That's
Falcon
brilliant.
is more than this.
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't see.
because we've seen nothing
You
really
never
so
see
far
it.
besides besides the
think
jackal
as-
stuff.
as in-
It's just
yeah.
been blood on his hands.
Yeah.
It's
And
him
even
waking up
the
but
U.S.
fight-
agent chopped a man's head off.
Yes.
with the shield.
Even the fight he had with the spears and the horses and whatever. That
was
was
cool.
okay. It wasn't.
I don't like how special the suit is. Like, all of his power comes from the suit.
Yeah, the full healing factor and everything
Yeah.
like that.
And there's no stakes. Like, he can just get stabbed and shot and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Especially a character like Moon Knight who's like Batman. Well, for the most part.
Yeah, for sure.
You can stab him, you can shoot
You
him.
shouldn't be invulnerable.
Yeah.
Maybe with Khonshu trapped, it won't be as.
Yeah.
Will be
It won't be
interesting
like that
because it
anymore.
seemed
I don't
that
think you'll be able to
well,
pull it
yeah,
out.
The
don't
suit.
be able to have
Yeah,
the
we'll
suit.
see.
Some of
Because
the
the suit
suit.
is magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Budget.
No, I think Disney got the budget. I know that's one thing they don't need to worry about.
You can't pull it out.
Jesus.
It's bedtime, Dave. It's bedtime.
Oh, 3-drink day.
Why do we invite you?
Remember my first Easter. Like what we've got so far, I've been pretty happy with. It has been different to like what I guess our expectations were, but halfway. Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe they'll wake up Apocalypse and it'll be good.
It must-
Well, that'll be weird because he's the same guy.
Oh yeah.
Out of all the characters you could have picked.
As much as and I like Steven, at least I used him to the advantage this time with the maps and
Yeah,
using
yeah, yeah.
his
That was
knowledge,
cool, yeah.
even though it's clearly just Mark's knowledge.
Yes.
But ignoring that, they used that finally.
There's
He
a good
wasn't
back and
just a
forth.
bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a good back and forth a little bit with them too.
Yeah.
So
And, yeah. Oscar Isaac is doing a great job.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's great.
He's
He's
amazing.
great anyway.
Because he doesn't even say anything. He just changes the
Yeah.
expression and you can be like, oh, yeah, that's Steven.
Did
The
anybody else think the accent is getting worse?
Steven or Mark?
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah.
It's not as like full ponce.
Yeah.
As before.
And I'm like, is it because he's losing control, or like they're
Nah, I
Or
think
is-
it's just
It's Jake pretending to be
he's
Steven.
slacking off.
right?
Oh.
I don't know.
shit.
Oh.
I definitely think the accent was different a few times.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And I was
Also,
like,
I said the other day.
less soft
Yeah,
English.
yeah, yeah.
Just a bit. I don't know.
Like, I know. Who's Jake? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he clearly beat up those Egyptians.
Yeah.
So Mark's like special ops dude,
Yeah.
and Steven's freaking
No, I
gift
I think
swap
Jake's
dude.
just the extreme of everything. The sex, the killing, he's just the wild. Like Mark's got all the abilities, but he's controlled. He's controlled chaos, where Jake is just chaos.
Maybe.
Yeah, like Mark doesn't want
And
him.
yeah.
and Steven's fully reserved, so that makes sense.
Yeah, Mark's the middle.
Yeah,
The other two are
Yeah,
the extremes.
yeah. Beautiful.
That was the best episode yet because the tease of like, oh,
Jake, yeah.
hello, something's going on here. So like, yeah, there's some cool bits. Definitely some cool bits.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. We'll see what happens this week, I guess.
Yeah. It's only 3 days away.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Nitin, feeling Flashback.
Film.
Yeah. Akira.
Good
Great.
choice.
Well, you hadn't seen it before, did
I
you?
had not seen it before.
Or you neither.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah. Sleepy Joe.
Half it.
Sleepy Joe over here. I attempted it years ago.
Yeah, so
and
Dylan-
thought I had.
Review, please, sir.
Go.
I was really enjoying it,
Mhm.
right? And then
Go.
towards the end, it's like you know when you watch 2001: Space Odyssey the first time and you get to the end and you're just like, what is going on? I don't follow any of this. What is happening?
called
Then
Japan.
it ends. Now I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this movie.
It's called Japan.
Yes. it
Let's
is.
strip it
But
easy.
and then I thought about it a bit more. I'm like, you know what? I think the second time I watch this movie, I'm gonna really
Oh, yeah.
like it a lot more. Not that I didn't like it. I
No,
just felt lost.
Yeah.
Just wait to watch a sequel.
Especially the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. The
Like,
last.
considering, like, the manga is, like, huge. There's a lot of stuff cut out.
Yeah.
You know, like, that priest dude, there was, like, more with him in the books and more political stuff in the books as well.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's...
Because the books is like
Yeah.
6 of them, but that like
Yeah, more than 6, I think.
you know, like an
yeah.
essential back in the day.
Oh,
Like thicker than an
yeah.
essential.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
more than
Jeez.
6 of them, too.
Yeah.
It's like 8 or 9.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Condensate that in 2
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, that's a lot of information.
they made a universe, Dylan. That's what happened.
That's what the scientist dude said, and then I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Psychic power, bro.
What do you?
Yeah. That's how advanced they are. It's like all Akira, even in death, he's still that powerful. That's why they locked him up underground, frozen.
But yeah, I can totally see because like
Yeah, but the first time, like, what
right?
happened?
'Cause, you know, I was 15 watching it on SBS or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
I'm
So
still
the whole
like,
thing, you're like, oh.
This is
But
still
yeah,
awesome.
like, because the start is so, oh, yeah, cool, bike gang,
Oh, so
rah,
awesome.
rah, they get locked up, oh, you're going to get in trouble, he's trying to pick up the girl.
Yeah, but it is so jovial. He is such a jovial character. Like for 3/4 of the film
Yeah.
too, it'll be like a lot of shit's going on, and how are you still happy, bro?
Yeah.
Like yeah,
And, yeah, it starts getting a little weird with the kids,
yep.
the baby room and
Yeah.
stuff. You're like, oh, okay, this is getting big out there. Yeah, the end is
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty gonzo.
Yeah, those kids, man. Creepy little bastard.
Creepy kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously visually, man, it's just.
When I watched it in cinema
visually
last year, I was like,
fine.
this looks better than any animated movie
Yes.
coming out today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just phenomenal.
I just
The detail.
the painted backgrounds, just
The
it looks so
tunnel water scene, like when the bikes
Yes.
come and stuff, like, you know, because the tunnel's all painted and the water effect looks great,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic.
Little tiny details like the light trails on the bike.
Yes.
as they go
Yes.
past to-
Oh
to-
yes.
One of my
Yes.
favorite things in
Yes,
the movie.
it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Really.
art, it's a piece of art.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if it's cyberpunk industrial
Mm.
kind of look, I'm probably gonna like it anyway. Like,
Yes.
Well,
straight
this
away.
is where it came
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cy-
Like a lot of
Japanese cyberpunk
Okay.
takes its birth from Akira.
Mm.
I figured American cyberpunk, it's Akira.
Because it was so
Yeah.
successful.
Even most animated Japanese movies will
Yeah.
take their thing from Akira.
Well, man, a lot of things just were influenced by Akira because it is, as I said, the anime movie that spawned 1,000,000 copies. So much influence. People ripped it off everywhere.
How many times have you seen that bike slide?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Every-
Like I knew the bike slide.
Yeah.
told you there's a bike in it.
The bike slide and the poster, the walk into the bike thing,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
poster alone is
Mm-hmm.
so iconic, right?
How many times has it been ripped off?
Yeah.
More than some.
Goddamn
Like,
T Fury and Ripped and stuff would be out of business without that shirt. That and the Queen shirt gone.
Yeah.
I think in Cyberpunk 2077, there's a bike that is very similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's ripped off from Canada's bike.
Because it is one of the coolest looking motorbikes.
It
I've
is
ever seen.
awesome.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Oh, definitely. I just love the way he's like, you can't handle it, and if you think you can, go and steal your own.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was amazing. It really was. I was so, like I said, I didn't make it the first time way back in the day, and yeah, really enjoyed it this time. Put the subtitles on because I knew that would keep me keep me strong with it as well. And it's just, yeah, like as you said, that last 20 minutes, I am actually going to, I borrowed the DVD, I'm going to buy the DVD just to, have.
Yeah, me too.
But, yeah, that rewatch, those creepy little kids, man.
They're so good, eh?
Oh, dude. Especially the start, like when he's trying to escape and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what is
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And just their powers when they start the bear and the
Yeah.
holy
Yeah, that was awesome.
bleeding milk.
Yeah.
yes, there's
Freaky.
some next level shit there.
Just the colouring on them. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's such a little... Oh, it's so good.
Just a masterpiece.
Yeah, it really is.
Is there still a Hollywood adaptation coming out?
Oh, jeez. Why would you
Don't.
I heard that
Just
once happened.
Don't. You're
ruin?
like Ghost in the Shell was garbage.
I didn't mind that.
No, garbage. You're wrong.
I agree with him. I wouldn't even say garbage. I was just bored.
It was 100% boring.
And I'm like, how do you make this boring?
And
And they found a way.
I think they'll find a way to.
Oh no, this will be a mess.
It will terrible. It
A mess.
will suck.
Even though, like, for the most part, there's no reason why you couldn't
No.
make a live action of this these days. Like, it's doable.
Yeah,
But they will not.
They shouldn't.
No,
they
100%,
should.
because there's no need. Like, watch the cartoon.
Yes.
It's perfectly
The
fine.
best thing you do will be just to copy it scene from scene from scene.
But they won't be able to help themselves.
No,
Yeah.
they won't.
Because
They're like,
the
"Oh, this could be
Americans,
so much better.
They'll set it in like.
they wouldn't get it. The audience, like, you made that shot for shot. Yeah, for your first test audience in bumfuck
Oh.
Nebraska. What the hell's going on? You get
Not-
Homer Simpson in there,
Not enough.
writing your notes.
Not enough Jesus.
Yep. Like, there's no way they would get, like, you know,
Jeepers.
your average person.
But, and that's the problem. That isn't the target, and that's
No.
why it is what it is. If you try and mainstream it, it's just going to dilute and be shit.
Even though they had Taika attached to it, he was going to do it. If anyone would have made at least a half decent attempt instead of
It would have looked good visually.
yeah, maybe more
I
comedic
think,
than I would
I
have.
think, yeah,
the
I think
issue.
his
But-
tones.
He can do
But-
serious when
yes.
he wants,
Yes.
but
But this is not going to be serious. Like, it's not like it's Hunt for the, you know, like that serious.
No.
So he's going to lean more.
my only thing there would be like he could,
He was, but then he started doing Love and Thunder or whatever,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Pandemic and all of that. So I hope it never happens because it doesn't need
There's
it.
no need.
No.
No need.
I don't need to see his live action. It's perfect as it is.
Yeah.
You can't give me giant amorphous blob techno Tetsuo mutant thing
just eating.
in CG. I don't need to see that in CG. I saw it in 2D and it looks fantastic.
Perfect, yeah.
That was gross.
Yeah, it was great.
And his name's going to be Tommy or something. Tommy!
What is it, Jeff?
Yeah, right?
Oh man, no.
Kenny.
Jeff, give me your bike.
It
Yeah.
has to be Tetsuo. It has to be Canada.
Tommy and Kenny.
Canada.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we can for sure.
Oh no.
Kelly.
I watched it with
Ah,
Ken.
now you're talking,
I watched it
Dave.
with Kenny vs. Fenny. That'd be right.
I don't think they changed any names in Ghost in the Shell though.
No.
No.
They kept all that same, so maybe not.
I'm probably wrong
Scarlett
here, but
Johansson.
was Aeon Flux actually Japanese or that was that American?
No, that was
Nah,
American.
Liquid
That was
TV.
Liquid
Yeah, that was
TV.
Liquid TV. They could do a head movie. That'd be good.
Head was
The
good.
head was amazing.
They were all, like, that's why I don't. I know it's not the same. It's not American, but Aeon Flux. There was no way that was going to be a good movie.
No!
Ever.
I was never going to see a river of blood, like...
Or just the fact that I'm not going to get a giant twig woman. Which, whatever. But it's the grotesqueness of
Yes.
Aeon Flux was never going to work as a flat, clean American movie.
Oh, so that was a cartoon or something?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
MTV, so SBS back in the day, you'd have Liquid Television on Saturday nights at about 9 o'clock, and you'd have the Head, you'd have the Max, you'd have Aeon Flux,
It
you'd
had
have
they
a
were
whole
like
bunch of other weird
shorts,
bunch of
things.
other
like-
little weird short.
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
it was late night
Yeah, Aeon Flux was
MTV.
nothing.
Okay.
Same episode, like, she dies every time.
Yeah.
Ah, so I heard about the movie. I think I might have seen the movie when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
don't remember anything.
And she was ugly.
Mm.
Like, the whole art style was
Yeah.
so
Oh.
ugly.
Yeah.
Like, just weird.
Everyone was like super thin and
gross.
grotesque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
long.
It was great.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
was.
that movie was always going to be bad. Always. from the get-go.
because it's going to be generic.
Yeah, it's generic.
We're going to make a chick action hero.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's seen that poster. Oh, we could put a hot chick in that.
Like, you lose straight out of the gate when you try to do live action because all the style is gone.
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
100%.
It's
That's a
gone.
big part of it, right?
Yeah.
Enough about the live action garbage that
hopefully
should
never
have never happened. But yeah, Akira, it's just I could watch this every year.
Yeah.
And
I
it
do
would-
really want to
would-
watch it again.
It would
Yeah.
just
Same.
be great. I was watching it last night. I'm like, this movie rules.
Yeah.
It still rules. Everything about it rules. 10.
I'll give it a 10 too.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah. It's tough.
There's nothing wrong. I can't.
No.
Nothing with it. It's 10. It's perfect.
Let's do a shit dub last night, so that was not good. But yeah, I think I'd probably have to agree, Nitin. I love a nice, proper animated film.
Mm.
I love animation.
Mm.
None of this CG bullshit. Goddamn, stick your computer in your ass. Give me some paint on some cellophane. 10 it is.
8 for me. Might be a 9 next time I watch
Oh,
it.
for sure.
That's the one I'm
Yeah,
kind
you
of
leave.
where I'm kind
Well,
of.
'cause when I watched cinema last year, I was like, this is the greatest thing.
Yeah,
I've seen in
especially
my
on cinema,
life,
man.
They
Yeah,
play
they-
it all the time at like
They've
Orpheum
been
or
good.
whatever, like
Yeah.
every couple
We'll
of
have to
years.
check it
I was
out.
like, yeah, we should go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just sitting there just going, this is so good.
Yeah, if you see it next time, let us know. We'll
Oh,
go.
for sure.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because
Because they were playing for ages.
Yeah, well,
And I was
yeah.
like, but even at the middle of the pandemic, like
Mm.
they just opened up, or they were just about to close. And I was like, kept going, I mean to go, and they never did. And it was just, oh, this is the last week, Monday. I'm not going to work.
Anyone, anyone else? We'll do a Council Reads watch along. So anyone else wants to come along and wants to sit next
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
go for it. Let us know.
No,
Your favourite.
because watching
along.
Jaws in the cinema was so good.
Ah,
So good. One of my
Yeah.
top 5 movies.
Yeah.
Jaws is the best.
That's how I felt the other Christmas watching Christmas Vacation at drive-ins. It was amazing.
I don't know why you just have like cinemas just do that all the time.
'Cause it
Like, you
costs
know
so
how
much
they
money.
have like once a month or something like that.
Yeah,
they
and
don't
all
even,
the
once a
time.
month, they don't even push properly, man.
And you can't sort of do it now because Disney won't let people do it because they own the Fox.
Yeah. Because they're very smart about letting their things
Yeah.
out. I think they will be with some of the Fox properties. I think they'll be more lenient, just because it's so well established. You know, like the Alien thing, and you know, but they're very protective, and rightfully so. And also, it's different now. You can watch it every day anyway.
Yeah.
Where before they liked starving the audience.
Yes.
So when they did re-release something, be it
Yeah.
for home video
Yeah.
or you had to Bambi. I haven't seen Bambi for 30 years available or whatever, right?
That's why, like,
Well, it's different now.
Disney VHSs used to go for hundreds of dollars.
100%. Because
they
they
would
get
do a
vaulted.
certain run, and that's it.
Yeah, you never see them again for
10 years, 12,
Yeah.
15 years.
because it was a smart business
Yeah.
for them. But it's just a different market now. So I think they'd be a bit more lenient. Don't get me wrong, some things are locked up forever still. Zippity doo dah.
Pretty rabbit.
But yeah, Akira, I definitely want to see in the cinema.
Ah, so good.
Alright.
So, Famiati,
Yes, I'm up.
your animes.
This is the first anime I really watched. I've had it on VHS. I think I still may have it on VHS. I've bought a copy on eBay for DVD version. We will be enjoying the quality of Ninja Scroll.
Yeah. I ain't seen it for so long.
I don't know anything about Ninja Scroll.
Oh, you are in for a world of
man.
just beauty,
Pleasure.
violence,
Oh, violence,
Pleasure.
immortality, the
immorality.
Pleasure.
the ability of concording every muscle in your body to make yourself immortal.
Not
You'll
sure if
understand.
everyone's getting pleasure in
It's
Oh.
unreal, man. It is next level shit. It's R8. I bought it from the old store back in the day when we had the
We used to
manga
show it on SBS all the
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
Well, I think for like our generation, it was Akira Ghost and Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
They were the anime,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
right.
This is an excellent round. You got Spirited Away, Akira,
Yeah.
Ninja Scroll. Like,
Yeah.
And it's
Pressure's on for me and Dylan.
pressure's on. No.
There's like
Don't
one
screw
movie
this
I
up.
can choose.
And there's
You've
another
seen
one that I haven't chosen. Well, I haven't watched, and if it doesn't get chosen, I'll watch once we're finished too. So that I saw the other day one of your Ghibli's.
Ghibli's,
yeah.
yeah.
I've seen it. Interesting.
Yeah, not that long ago.
Certain princess,
I-
maybe.
So yeah, Ninja Scroll. It's not available anywhere, but I recommend you
Yeah.
find yourself a pretty good, easy, cheap copy on eBay for about $14.95, like I did, and enjoy it because it's some next level shit.
I'll give you the DVD this time, dinner.
All right. Sure. So.
Oh, what in Scottish?
Oh, but I liked it in French.
Alright, somebody got yelled at this morning in text messages.
So yeah, that'll be next week's. But I also just wanted to start a new quick segment. It won't be every week, but it's whenever Jason finds out something that shit, man, you should have watched that like 25 years ago. So it's learning from Fommy. Don't do what I do. Watch this shit now. American Werewolf in London.
Fantastic film.
Just watch it. 1981. Better special effects than most of the shit that you see on CGI.
Oh, when he turns into a werewolf
Holy
for the
shit!
first
Like
time?
the hands growing, the
hair comes
everything,
out of his
everything
face.
about it. Even the acting in it.
Yes.
The doctor's awesome. The nurse is hot. See a bit of nip there too. That's always good. That nurse, by the
That was
way,
sexy.
is the redheaded chick from Winter Soldier that Scarlett Johansson does the face thing.
Oh.
Yeah, same chick. Watch it. It's on Stan. I know we're advertising other films right now, but there, I learned from Fommy. Watch that movie now.
I saw it
Amazing.
for the first time, I think 2 years ago or something.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I hadn't seen it. Steph was showing me all these horror movies I hadn't seen yet.
Yeah.
This was one of them.
It's so good. And not just everything about the lore around the werewolf as well, which I thought was cool with what happens to the people that get killed by the werewolf. I never knew that any of that shit. It was so good. And lots of songs about moons for some reason. I
Yes,
couldn't figure
yes.
it out.
I always thought it was a bit of a weird title.
Yeah.
Isn't it exactly what
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like something about it made me think it was a comedy.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
no, I totally.
Yeah.
It's way more fun sounding.
Yeah,
than it is.
Yeah.
And just remember, when you do watch it, it was made in 1981.
Also, don't watch American Werewolf in Paris.
Oh my
Yes.
god! What is that?
Yeah,
Is
that
that
came out
no,
in
no, no.
97.
Don't watch that.
That's Bale.
That's all it needs to be
I
said.
know.
It came
Who's
out
in
in
it?
97.
Just don't watch it.
Terrible.
Don't watch
You
it.
got watch Jack Nicholson Wolf before you watch that.
Yeah. If
And
you
don't watch that.
Yeah, if you watch American Werewolf in London, and you're like, oh, there's a sequel. No, there's no
it's
See,
sequel.
it's like Escape,
Yeah. Yeah. So
right? Like New York to LA.
Oh, yeah, for
it's
sure.
like that quality.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bah,
Yeah.
bah,
Yeah.
in a toilet.
learn from Fommy.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, that's
Watch London, not Paris.
Yes.
Yeah,
London.
Paris.
London.
Paris.
It's on Stan. Enjoy.
All right, I think that wraps us up this
No,
episode. What? Okay, what do you want, Dave? What is it?
You gonna skull before
Thank
you
you.
finish?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta finish this.
Yeah.
Skull it.
Drink responsibly.
Don't laugh.
Yeah, it was skull responsible.
Don't choke on it. Don't choke on it,
Like Nitin
Dave.
did the other night. He drank responsible.
I was responsible.
Oh, he's got it.
I didn't drive.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
that's
I'm
true.
like, one
Barely,
person.
you can barely walk, bro.
This is the most I've drunk in years.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
Not even counting the pandemic.
I know, it's good.
You end up getting an Uber.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, what was it like?
Sponsor us, Uber.
Like, talking about someone went to the pub for 7 hours.
Yeah.
3 years ago?
Yeah, more, I reckon. It's not long. That was a good session.
Yeah.
I feel like
Till they kick us
KFC
out.
now.
KFC.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
that's some good.
That's a plan. That's an
Can't
idea.
drive there now.
They
They deliver.
They deliver.
Everybody delivers.
Anyone delivers, buddy.
Oh, screw
Yes.
deliveries.
well then you can't have KFC unless you want to take a walk
No,
up
I'm
to
just
the
gonna walk to work farm. And
Sorry if you're still listening to this, everyone.
Yeah, goodbye.
Don't cut this
they're
out.
listening to my.
You better not be
conundrum.
cutting this out.
I'm not cutting this out.
Damn
Never. I'm
straight.
not. Yeah, no way.
It makes
It's
it
called
do
Subscribe
work.
and
Subscribe.
tell a friend because they need to hear this as well because they're missing out.
Yes.
What's
Yeah.
your favourite KFC?
Yeah. Bring back the not the tower, what was the one that had the pineapple in it? That was the shit.
Oh,
So damn good.
No, wait.
It wasn't a combo.
The
it was
Works?
Works Burger.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
Works
that.
Burger with
See.
the bacon and the cheese and the pineapple.
Yeah.
Buy your own tin of pineapple.
I do. I go to a Garlo where it's even better.
If you like having 1.5 hours of your life taken away, never to be given back, join us again next week.
Because we won't give it
Told you
back.
it'd be a good one.
It's not that
See?
bad.
We're not giving it
It's
back.
not. It's not 2 hours this time. That's good. Woohoo! All right. See you later.
Nice. 2 hours this time it's in there.